welcome back to Cityscapes Lesson 4. In this lesson, I want you to analyse an image and create an observational drawing. So remember, this phrase, observational drawing, essentially means you are drawing something that you are looking at. I want us to focus on line and shape to create a successful drawing, and also to consider basic two-point perspective, which we looked at in our previous lesson when you were drawing the building blocks. You're also going to select your own composition, and I want it to be as dynamic as possible. So this means an interesting arrangement of buildings, which will create an exciting and interesting drawing. Your prior learning. So far in this project, you have created a line drawing of a single building, you have created a drawing of a group of buildings, and you've also experimented with basic two-point perspective. The next 3 lessons of this project will be taken over by your final piece, so we'll be working on one final drawing over the next 3 lessons. So activity 1 today, this should take roughly 50 minutes, but you can work longer if you want to. I want you to follow the following steps, and we're going to start drawing our final piece. So step 1, you need to choose an image of Edinburgh buildings. Now the following pages of this PowerPoint have many different viewpoints from around Edinburgh, and we're really focusing on the old buildings. So we're looking at the detail of old historic buildings around Edinburgh. Now I want you to use the images on the next slides, but if you have an idea of a different building around Edinburgh and you are able to research that yourself, you can do that. So it doesn't have to be on the slides on this PowerPoint, but I do want it to be of an Edinburgh building. Step 2, you need to find a piece of A4 paper, and we're going to be drawing this portrait, which means up and down the way. So have your paper facing up and down the way vertically. Step 3, this is where you need to choose a view to focus on. So this is where you're looking at your composition. Now a lot of these images on the slides are landscape, so you need to select a up and down portrait viewpoint. And I would suggest looking for an area where it's really interesting. So there's lots of detail and lots of interest in your composition. Step 4, in this lesson, I want you to carefully draw only the outlines of the buildings. So this is our final piece. We're going to take it stage by stage, and I want your work to be the highest quality. So I'm only looking for the outlines of the buildings. So don't add any tone and don't add any detail. So we don't even need any windows at this stage. It is just the outlines, but I want you to get it really perfect and really spot on. Finally, remember to keep your drawing safe for next week's lesson. And for a little extension task, you could try and name the places, buildings or streets that are in these photographs of Edinburgh. As always, if you have any questions, you can feel free to post them on the thread of this team. And submission is just the same as always. I need you to take a photograph of your work and post it to this assignment.